Thoroughbred Action is presented by Hardacre Farm.
Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. I'm Ron Nicoletti. It is a spectacular Friday afternoon. We got 10 races we want to show you. Our track announcer, Pete Aiello, will give you the track and weather conditions.
The Friday card begins with temperatures in the mid-80s, a sunny sky, a fast main track, and a firm turf course. It's a beautiful spring day in South Florida, and the first of 10 over the turf at a mile in the 16th. Claimers in for a price tag of $12,500. Rider change on 5, Quanah's Revenge. Make it Francisco Masonette. A field of 8. The favorite was number 2, Mosca. Racing at Gulfstream. From the rail, Captain Kit gets the first call. Mosca is being sent for position, and the 3-path Quanah's Revenge makes it a party. These 3 across the course, working 3 better than El Cheval. Then comes Stay and Cruise at the inside. That's Clemson and Watson third last. Second last is Pasta Giovanni, and Get a Move on It, last of all, as they round the first turn. It's Nick Juarez and Captain Kit who come away with the lead. On the outside, Quanah's Revenge is second. Mosca pockets up third. Into the clear goes Clemson and Watson to make a bit of a move now. He's 3 wide and on the attack. Then back to Stay and Cruise and El Cheval. Length and a half to Pasta Giovanni. The trailer is Get a Move on It. They complete a quarter in 24 and 3, and they head down the backstretch. With the inside edge, Captain Kit, but he has 2 pace challengers. On the far outside, Clemson and Watson. From between horses, Quanah's Revenge. Meanwhile, the favorite, Mosca, watching the action unfold from 2.5 lengths off the lead. Then back to Stay and Cruise, who's racing in 5th. El Cheval is 6th, Pasta Giovanni is 7th, and Get a Move on It is 8th and last, as they won an opening half mile in 49 and 3. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. Captain Kit still has the lead. Masonette working on Quanah's Revenge from second. 3 wide, Clemson and Watson is third. Mosca needs some place to go from 4th, so does Stay and Cruise, as Pasta Giovanni and Get a Move on It get started 5 and 6 wide as they run past 3 quarters in 1:13 and 2, and they're at the top of the stretch. Captain Kit still has the lead. Mosca gets into the clear to try to track him down second. Down the outside and Get a Move on It from between horses. That's Pasta Giovanni. Final 1/8 of a mile. Get a Move on It coming after the leader, Captain Kit. Mosca punches between horses. Captain Kit still there. Get a Move on It, a late push. Captain Kit will win it. Get a Move on It second. Mosca third. 4th, Pasta Giovanni in 1:43 and 3. Number 1, Captain Kit secured the inside and the lead going into the first turn and led the field on a merry chase at 4-1 to kick off the program under jockey Nick Juarez for trainer Marcus Vitale and the Cross Savers Farm. Second, number 7, Get a Move on It. Third was number 2, Mosca, who flattened out on the stretch drive. Up next is the second race at 1 mile over the main track. Claimers in for a price tag of $6,250. A field of 7. Race time favorite was number 6, Hidden to Win. And they're off. From the center, Flying Girl begins nicely. Hidden to Win up on the outside, far outside, and Beauty of a Day mixing it up. Moving out the inside, here's Napa Valley Rose to get some forward position as they race out of the chute. Taking the lead is Hidden to Win and Evaldo Santana. They lead the way by a length. Over racing into second is Flying Girl. At the inside, Napa Valley Rose follows along third. From 4th and outside, Beauty of a Day. Asian Moon Lady knifes between horses ahead of Miss Visconti, and the trailer is Breakaway. She's about 6 lengths off the lead behind an opening quarter in 24 and 3. Up front, Hidden to Win leads the way 3 parts of a length. Flying Girl on the flank of the leader while racing in second. Down at the inside, Napa Valley Rose is third. In the 2-path is Asian Moon Lady, 3 wide, and Beauty of a Day. 2 back to Miss Visconti, second last and 6 lengths off the lead, and 3 more to Breakaway with half a mile to run. The opening half mile went in 48 and 1 as they leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. Hidden to Win leads the way 3 parts of a length, 3 wide. Beauty of a Day gets started and gets into second, getting around Flying Girl, who's back to third. Ridden 4th, and at the inside, Napa Valley Rose ahead of Asian Moon Lady. Then Breakaway and Miss Visconti as they run to the top of the stretch. Hidden to Win, and Evaldo Santana lets out a notch, and she gives him more. She leads the way a half a length. In fully stretch mode is Beauty of a Day, who's back to second. 3 back to Napa Valley Rose. Flying Girl and Asian Moon Lady with 3/16 to go. This one's over. Hidden to Win, kicking clear with authority as she was well rationed on the top end by Santana, and she has plenty in the tank. Hidden to Win, gate to wire. Second will be Beauty of a Day with Flying Girl third. All about Hidden to Win to kick off the early pick 4. The time for the race was 1:37 and 3. Number 6, Hidden to Win, makes it look easy here this afternoon as she wins back-to-back races here today under new rider Evaldo Santana, who's had a couple of winners over the last couple days. Angel Quiros trains the daughter of philanthropist for Super. Second, 7, Beauty of a Day. Third was the 4, Flying Girl. Time for a commercial break. When we come back, the Friday card rolls on. Don't go away.
Welcome to my playground. To my playground. To my playground. You wanna play nice, here we go. To my playground.
OBS April, the 2-year-old source to the world, with Grade 1 stakes winners, including Mind Your Biscuits, impressive hero of the $2 million Dubai Golden Shaheen, Grade 1 stakes winning millionaire Sharp Ass Tekka, and Grade 1 stakes winning filly La Coronel. Find your next Grade 1 winner at the OBS Spring Sale of 2-year-old, April 24th through 27th. Undertack previews are April 16th through 21st. OBS, we measure success by performance.
Back now for the third race at 1 mile over the main track. Claimers in for a price tag of $6,250. A field of 7. The favorite was the 2, Beautiful Alley. And they're off. Ryomar was bounced around and checked to last. Good start for Adios Chic. Beautiful Alley has speed from between horses. Don't Believe Watch is now marching to the top. On the far outside, Misty Phyllis. Vicky Queen wants position at the rail. Everyday Ice. And Ryomar is last. As they exit the chute, Misty Phyllis at 50-1 now strides to a clear advantage. Up on the outside, Vicky Queen will take a flanking position in second. And down inside third goes Don't Believe Watch. Beautiful Alley is fourth, a length and a half better than Everyday Ice. Then Adios Chic and Ryomar. Down the backstretch they go. They went the opening quarter in 24-4. At a big price, Misty Phyllis leads the way. Vicky Queen has the trip she wants. She's racing in second. Down at the inside, Don't Believe Watch is third. Beautiful Alley is fourth, so the favorites are 2, 3, 4 at the half-mile point. Everyday Ice is back to fifth. Then Ryomar and Adios Chic. Less than half a mile away as they leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. The opening half mile was 49 seconds flat. It's still the long shot. Misty Phyllis in front to half a length. Vicky Queen draws up alongside. Beautiful Alley gets started 3 wide. That'll force Zayas to go now if he wants to keep his spot. He does exactly that, and Vicky Queen now takes the lead. Back to fourth and Don't Believe Watch. Running home from the back is Ryomar with a quarter of a mile left to go. Vicky Queen made a big-time move to the top of the stretch, and she's strictly the one to beat. Up into second is Beautiful Alley, but her bid is stalled as Vicky Queen kicks away and bids this field a pleasant Friday good afternoon. It's all about Vicky Queen as she runs up the score inside the final furlong. Beautiful Alley is second. The battle's on for third with Everyday Ice and Don't Believe Watch, but Vicky Queen is in front. Vicky Queen wrapped up and posing for the picture, in front by 5 in the end from Beautiful Alley second, Everyday Ice third, Don't Believe Watch fourth, and Ryomar at 139 and 1. Number 2, Beautiful Alley just seems to run into a horse that she can't beat each and every time, and she was second yet again as number 6, Vicky Queen. Second start off the shelf, a much the best winner under Edgar Zayas, trainer Victor Barboza Jr., and owner Stud Sanchez Rodriguez Racing Stable. Time now to go to the fourth race on the turf at 1 mile, an allowance optional claiming event. These are Florida breds. A scratch of 8 Joshua's comprised left us with a field of 7. The favorites for the 3-year-old contingent of the X, March to the Arch, and Elk Camp. And they're off. From the center, Thuristic, and on the outside, Famous Fact begin well. Far outside, Elk Camp with March to the Arch, and down at the inside, it's the X. So 5 across the course, now 3 across the course as they charge to the first turn. It will be Famous Fact to converge with the advantage over March to the Arch, who's now second. Up on the outside, Elk Camp will now get a good tracking spot third. Down at the inside, the X is fourth, followed fifth by Thuristic. The 2 at the back, Archer Road, and Ede. Opening quarter went in 23-2 as they race into the backstretch. It's Famous Fact and jockey Miguel Vasquez in front now by a neck. On the outside, March to the Arch is second. 3 wide, Elk Camp is third. At the rail, and the X from fourth under Nick Juarez, followed by Thuristic. On his outside is Archer Road, and the trailer is Ede. Entire field separated by 4 lengths in the run to the half-mile point. The leader is Famous Fact, pushed along by March to the Arch in second, behind an opening half-mile in 47 seconds flat. 3 wide and Elk Camp still very much in range, so is the X, who saves ground toward the rail. Archer Road gets started around Thuristic and Ede. They move around the far turn now, march to the arch, and Jaramillo lets out a notch and gets the lead by a neck. Famous Fact is still there second, Elk Camp driven third. Juarez looking for a racetrack for the X, and on the far outside it's Archer Road. Then back to the inside, Thuristic, and they wheel for home. 3/4, 110 and 2, and they're into the drive with the advantage. Famous Fact yet to be headed. The X trying to squeeze throughout the rail. Archer Road on the stand side coming on with good-looking strides. Elk Camp is still right there. Here's Archer Road on the outside, surging to the lead. Archer Road and Panici will win it. Very close for second. It's a bob of the noses between the X and Elk Camp. Then back to Famous Fact in 135 and 1. Number 4, Archer Road, proves to the yes of the field to respect your elders, as he was a 4-year-old tackling the 3-year-olds. He does just fine in that move. As Luca Panici continues to heat up this week, so does Stanley Gold and Arundel Farm. They've been hot the last couple of days. Archer Road down the center for the score. We move now to the 5th race at 7 furlongs over the main track. Claimers in for a price tag of $12,500. Scratch the 2 to Makwana Place. Field of 9. All the money outside for number 10, Stroll Action. And they're off. From the outside, Stroll Action was away well, moving between horses. That's Return up to take second. Optimistic Shot has speed. Sip My Chardonnay trying to secure racing room. Alongside her is 40 Kilos as they leave the chute. Up front, Stroll Action crosses and clears from an outside gate and leads the way by a half a length over Optimistic Shot and 40 Kilos, second and third. Sip My Chardonnay is at the rail, fourth ahead of Return and fifth. Out wide is Casual Carol. Perfect Fox between horses, then Simuladora, and the trailer is High End Lady. Opening quarter slow, 23 and 3 as they race to the half-mile point. Advantage to Stroll Action, 3 parts of a length, 40 Kilos. Up alongside the leader is second. Down at the rail, it's Sip My Chardonnay third. Following fourth is Optimistic Shot. Then it's 2 lengths back to Casual Caro. Inside and Simuladora. High-end Lady tries to improve. That's all for Return. And Perfect Fox plummets to last. 5/16 away. The leader remains Stroll Action. She's had a soft go of it, and she leads the way to the top of the stretch. Optimistic Shot on the outside is now second. Back to third and under a ride is 40 Kilos. Then it's Sip My Chardonnay through a 46 and 4 half mile. They're at the top of the stretch. Stroll Action wheels for home on top by 2. Optimistic Shot will take another run from second. Back to third and 40 Kilos, but Stroll Action still finding. Stroll Action and Nick Juarez got a soft opening quarter, and they'll win it gate to wire. It's Stroll Action at 3-2 to kick off the Rainbow Six by 3 in the end. Optimistic Shot was second. Up for third, Sip My Chardonnay, then 40 Kilos at 125 flat. Number 10, Stroll Action, was 10-1 on the morning line, but sent off at 3-2. Sharp money there as she went all the way on the front end, giving Nick Juarez his second winner of the day. This one for John Finelli and Safi Joseph Jr. 6, Optimistic Shot was second, ahead of the 1, Sip My Chardonnay, who ran third. Favored a winner to kick off the Rainbow Six. Time for a commercial break. When we come back, we'll bring you the late pick 5. Racing continues from Gulfstream right after this.
Go Zepper is pulling away. Go Zepper blows them away with an eye-opening performance. Awesome again has won. Go Zepper kicking clear. Judy the Beauty.
Back now for race number 6 on the program. It's 6 furlongs over the main track. Claimers in for a price tag of $12,500. A field of 9 signed on. This was a wide open betting race. And they're off. From the center, First Distinction gets the first call, but Making Havoc is on the attack early. From the rail, Pure Bliss has some speed. Threat taken in hand by Jaramillo to race on from fourth. Then it's the gray Lago Lindo ahead of Lady Greatness and Some Roar. From between horses, Sydney's Candy, and the back marker is Competitive Player as they wheel to the half-mile point. With the lead, it's First Distinction. First Distinction by a neck over Making Havoc in second. Pure Bliss at the inside follows along in third. From fourth, it's Threat. 3 wide and Lago Lindo. Then it's a gap of 2.5 to an improving Competitive Player who got inside of Some Roar. The 2 at the back, Sydney's Candy and Lady Greatness. They make their way to the top of the stretch through the opening quarter in 22 and 3. With the lead, it's still First Distinction by a neck. On the outside, Threat traveled well into the race, and she's up to challenge and take over. From the back in Pure Bliss with Competitive Player as they wheel for home. First Distinction cuts the corner and tries to hold off Threat, but First Distinction cannot hold off Threat. Threat has the lead. First Distinction game and boxing on second. A late run from Competitive Player, making havoc in Lago Lindo are next, but at 2-1, Threat and Amisael Jaramillo kicking away. Good run from First Distinction. She'll be second. Very close for third between Competitive Player and Making Havoc at 111-1. Number 2, Threat, was the only horse in the top flight of today's 6th race who really wasn't sent for position. She put herself in position. She didn't use energy doing it, so she had horse when they asked her to. She kicked on for the score under Amisael Jaramillo, which gives Victor Barboza Jr. his second winner of the day. This one for owner Mosh Mark. Second, number 5, First Distinction, and a good try ahead of the 3, Competitive Player, who ran third. We move now to the 7th race of the afternoon, 1 mile over the turf, starter allowance optional claiming event. A field of 8 signed on. The favorite was number 6, Proud O'Patty. And they're off. Good start for Marvelous Kitten. Up on the outside, Make Me Proud has a touch of speed. Fast Track Catherine wants to get over. Then it's Proud O'Patty. Moving at the inside, Nikki's Cause. She's in a bit tight, but only 2 lengths off the lead. Ahead of Spicy Nelly on her outside, Unstable in the Morning. And the one with no early speed is Gift of Glory. Around the first turn they go. Marvelous Kitten has them stacked and packed a bit. Leads the way a half a length over Make Me Proud second. Nikki's Cause is at the rail. On the far outside and Fast Track Catherine. Then in between horses is Proud O'Patty. Unstable in the Morning and Spicy Nelly comprise the back half of the first flight. And 6 to the trailer, Gift of Glory. Opening quarter speed, 25 seconds flat as Marvelous Kitten maintains control. Make Me Proud is a bit closer, second at the rail. Nikki's Cause now third. Fast Track Catherine is now racing in fourth from between horses. Proud O'Patty very wide on the course is Unstable in the Morning ahead of Spicy Nelly, and it's still 5 to Gift of Glory. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. 48-3 for the opening half mile. Marvelous Kitten leads the way a half a length. Make Me Proud second. Nikki's Cause third. Into the clear from fourth and Proud O'Patty. Then Fast Track Catherine ahead of Spicy Nelly. Unstable in the Morning. Gift of Glory's been last of all throughout. After 3 quarters and 111-2, they're at the top of the stretch. Set down for the drive. Marvelous Kitten opens a 2.5 length lead. Make Me Proud is still second. Down the outside, Proud O'Patty. Back to fourth, Nikki's Cause. A late run from Gift of Glory. She's rolling home, but she's out of time as Marvelous Kitten will go all the way. Marvelous Kitten wins by 2.5. Make Me Proud for second, very close for third, involving Proud O'Patty and Gift of Glory at 136 flat. Number 3, Marvelous Kitten, the subject of a lot of spotlight when she had a terrible beginning in her most recent event. She has no such problems here today and goes gate to wire under jockey Amisael Jaramillo. He gets his second winner today. Armando de la Cerda trained the daughter of Kitten's Joy for the Midwest Thoroughbreds. 7, Make Me Proud was a good second ahead of the 6, Proud O'Patty, who ran third. We move now to the 8th race of the afternoon. This was a good one, an allowance optional claiming event at 6 furlongs over the main track. Scratch the 6, Bullet Gone Astray. The favorite was number 4, Command Post. And they're off. Level beginning. From the outside, Harry He was one of the first to begin with French Quarter and Big Louis D being sent between horses. Cautious Giant is at the rail and trying to keep his spot, and Nick Juarez guides Command Post into the clear to race on from the back of the field, and there he goes. He's all the way up into third. As they race to the half-mile point, Harry He leads by a neck. On the outside, Command Post under a strong rein to race into second, around French Quarter, who's back to third. Ridden fourth is Big Louis D, and the trailer is Cautious Giant through a 22-1 opening quarter speed. Around the far turn, 3/8 of a mile away, it's Panici and Harry He in front by a half a length. Command Post is second, 2 back to French Quarter third. Cautious Giant gets into gear in the white blinkers, now into third. Around Big Louis D as they run to the top of the stretch. There's a 1/4 mile left to go. 44-4 for a half mile. It's Harry He who cuts the corner with a narrow advantage on the outside. Command Post now looms up and takes the lead from him with Harry He trying to box on second. Cautious Giant is third. Final 1/8 of a mile. Command Post is yet to put away Harry He, who's battling on. Harry He on the inside, Command Post to the outside. These two, Command Post in front. Harry He very game while second, ahead of Cautious Giant in third. Fourth was French Quarter, then Big Louis D in 110 flat. The favorite Command Post gets the job done, but he had a fight on his hands inside the final 1/8 of a mile as the son of Hello Broadway, Harry He, kicked on as game as you can kick on without getting the win. Command Post proves too much as he gets the victory. Nick Juarez gets his third of the day. Jason Service trained the son of Harlan's Holiday for Gary and Mary West. Time for a commercial timeout. When we come back, the late Daily Double. It's all turf, and it's up next, right after this.
A passion for horses and a commitment to breed champions is the foundation of Hardacre Farm. Founded by Amy Tarrant, owner, breeder, and trainer, Hardacre Farm, based in Ocala, continues its tradition of success from the Breeders' Cup to Gulfstream Park. Hardacre Farm, from the breeding shed to the racetrack, in pursuit of producing the best.
Back now for race number 9 on the program. First half of the late Daily Double at a mile on turf. Claimers in for a price tag of $25,000. Scratch the 8 and the 9, a field of 7. With the scratch of the 8, this became a wide open betting race. And they're off. Perfect beginning. From the rail, Hoosier Drama was the way well. Up on the outside, there goes Squadron up to challenge. Squadron will take the lead. Out the rail, Motown Man moves to take second. Porter Street's going to be hung a bit wide, not wider than Entwistle, though. He'll be 4 or 5 deep. Just inside of that pair is Japonski, followed by the gray Hoosier Drama, and the early trailer is cut to order. They move into the first turn now, and up front, Squadron and Jonathan Gonzalez have the lead. Squadron leads the way by a length. On the outside, Japonski is there racing in second. Then it's a length and a half back to Motown Man, who's now situated third. Back to fourth and Porter Street, followed by Hoosier Drama. Then to his outside goes Entwistle, and still the trailer is cut to order. They make their way now to the final half mile of the contest through the opening quarter in 23 and 3. And with the advantage, it's still Squadron. He's doing it nicely, and he leads the way by a neck. Up on the outside, Japonski is there second. 3 wide is Porter Street, and the 2-path Motown Man. At the rail and Hoosier Drama. Following them is Entwistle. He'll have to move to the outside for a clear shot, then cut to order at the back of the group as they round the far turn. 47 and 4 for the opening half mile. With the advantage, it's still Squadron. With the attack, it's still Japonski. Into the clear comes Hoosier Drama. Trying to ride the rail into contention is cut to order. The favorite is drawn closer. He's only 3 lengths off the lead, and he's in range after 3 quarters in 1:11 and 4. Cut to order, thread the needle perfect. Here's cut to order with the trip of a lifetime up the inside. Down the outside, Hoosier Drama rolls at him, and Squadron between. These 3 cut to order for a narrow lead. Hoosier Drama surging on the outside. In between Squadron, 3 across the course here. Photo finish. It's 3 across the course. Hoosier Drama cut to order in Squadron in 1:35 and 1. What a way to kick off the late Daily Double. 3 horses come to the wire heads apart. In fact, 2 of them had their heads down at exactly the same time, and a dead heat develops between number 1, Hoosier Drama, and number 2, Cut to Order. Hoosier Drama owned by Walder Racing and Brian Hanley. Peter Walder trains. Miguel Vasquez was aboard for the winning ride. 2, Cut to Order, owned by Midwest Thoroughbreds and trained by Armando de la Cerda. Their second winners of the day. The winning rider, Amisai El Jaramillo, gets his third of the afternoon. 10th and final race over the turf at 1 mile. Maiden claimers in for a price tag of $20,000. Scratch the 9 and 11. A field of 9. The off-time favorites included number 3, Baba Knows Everything, and number 7, Scottish Sky. And runners away. Smooth beginning. From the inside, Monterey Marianne, the first to commence. From the center, Katie's Champ moves up. Alexandra's Joy away in the top flight. These 3 across the course in the charge to the first turn. Saving ground at the rail is Subtle Grace with Violent Nature out a bit wide, now dropping over a length better than Scottish Sky. Then Untruthful Sonnet, who's third last. Second last is Baba Knows Everything, and that's a gap of another 5 to the trailer, exclusively Emma. Around the first turn they go. Loose up top. It's Nick Juarez, hot-handed with Monterey Marianne, who leads the way by 2.5. Alexander's Joy is second. Down at the inside, that's Subtle Grace in third. Katie's Champ in the 2-path fourth. Following fifth and improving a touch now is Scottish Sky to the inside of Violent Nature. Then it's a length and a half back to Baba Knows Everything. She got inside of Untruthful Sonnet, and she's 4 lengths better than the trailer, exclusively Emma. That's the 8 of them as they move to the half mile of the contest here. They won the opening half mile in 46 and 3. It's Monterey Marianne with the lead. She has company. 3 wide, Katie's Champ. 2 wide, Alexandra's Joy. 4 wide and getting started is Violent Nature. Then Scottish Sky. She's in the black and pink trying to move forward with Untruthful Sonnet between horses. Down at the inside, Subtle Grace calls it a day. Baba Knows Everything. Still has a lot of ground to make up, and catching up is exclusively Emma as they run to the top of the stretch. On the outside, here's a big move from Violent Nature and Jaramillo to strike a narrow lead. Scottish Sky into the clear to try to get to her. Monterey Marianne is back to third. Scottish Sky trying to track down Violet Nature with less than an eighth of a mile to go. Scottish Sky overhauls Violet Nature, who's dead game and boxing on. Violet Nature inside, Scottish Sky outside. Here's the finish, Scottish Sky. Scottish Sky and Gaffleone for the money over Violet Nature second, on Truthful Sun at third in 1:35 and 4. Number 7, Scottish Sky wears down a stubborn Violet Nature to get the money under Tyler Gaffleone for trainer Mark Cassie and owner Gary Barber. 3-1 on the final race winner. Number 6, Violet Nature was game while second ahead of the 10 on Truthful Sonnet, who settles for a minor award and ran third. Form for results to today's Late Pick 5 and Rainbow 6, especially with the dead heat in race number 9. That yields a carryover in the Rainbow 6 going forward to Saturday of more than $460,000.
That wraps up Friday's action. Got to be here on Saturday. We're going to have a 12-race card, our first race post, 12:40 p.m. Boy, it's going to be a lot of fun. You got to be at Gulfstream Park.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired.